Hello, what's good YouTube? Hope you guys are all doing well today. Happy Thanksgiving for anybody in the States. And we're going to go ahead in the finals of the Movember Cup. You guys saw the 4-1-2-1-2 hybrid that we've made with Batu, Robinho, Mata, Torres, etc. We went ahead and bought some left, I believe left wing to left mid cards to switch over Robinho to a left mid. I believe he's set as a left forward at the moment. So we went ahead, found the cheapest ones possible. They were a pain in the butt to find, guys. I mean, I was just searching and searching and searching and searching, and I could not find them. Eventually, I did find one, and I just bought it for whatever I found it for, simply because I got tired of searching. But one thing I did notice, folks, apparently EA patched it and switched it back so that you can now search for left mid if you need him in that position. I don't know when they did this, but I wish I would have known, because I've been sitting here searching it the old way. And the old way, or actually I guess the new way for that was implemented this year, is where no matter what position he may be, you have to search his original position. So, for example, if Robinho is set as a default left forward, you have to search left forward in order to find him as a left mid. But they have changed that, so now that you can search as a left mid and you'll find your left mid. I don't know when the patch was when they implemented that, but I've been a complete noob. But we come up against a 4-4-2 City A team here, and this team played out of its mind against me, guys. You see, it's like a non-rare Serie A team, nothing special, but what the hell was going on? I have no clue. My keeper just forgot how to play. In the 21st minute, he gets the first goal, and he's going to be in control of the match for the most part, guys. I could not do anything. Now, there was a lot of silly antics that went on this game, like this here. I have no clue how this ended up being a penalty on me, but he ends up drawing a penalty somehow because EA thought he deserved one. And even more so, during the penalty, I was jamming up on my right stick because I knew he was going to go down the middle. And look what happens. So I'm hitting up on my right stick, and my keeper jumps to the right. I have no clue what was going on. I was really furious at this point. I was I think this is the most, I guess, mad or raging or whatever you want to call it at FIFA I've been, simply because anything I did, nothing was going right. Literally, every shot on goal was hitting the post other than this one. Finally got one back. It was just one of those awkward games where, like, your team is playing like they're stuck in mud. I don't know what was going on. It was just really poor, but he was one of those players who just crossed all game over and over and over. Probably why he does use the 4-4-2. It's a very good formation for crossing, but he does end up losing the ball here after he crosses, and we're going to go ahead and give the ball to Torres and let him use his pace to get past his defender here, and we're going to slot it in nicely to get the equalizer in the second half. 63rd minute goal there. But of course, every time I scored, he would come back down the pitch like he does, and somehow sneaks this one. You guys see this goal right here coming up soon, right past my keeper. A little shot just goes right past him, and he gets another goal in the 73rd minute, and he goes up 1. 3-2 is the scoreline now. But we're going to try to get back in this game here, and we're going to get the ball to Ben Arfa, who's going to get taken out, and we draw a penalty now. So we're going to go ahead and try to equalize. Take this one with Juan Mata. And we are going to go to the right here. The keeper's left and put it into the back of the net. So we equalize 3-3. The 90th minute approaches. Oh my gosh, you guys know what happens in the 90th minute. So he's going to build up the play here. Eventually does get a shot on goal, but it gets deflected off Pepe, goes out of bounds. He gets a corner in the 90th minute. And yes, you guys know, boom, he ends up scoring the header, wins the game 4-3. Just an absolute mind-boggling game for me. I wish I would have shown all of the chances I had. I wish you guys would have seen the kind of stupid things that went on this game, but it was just one of those FIFA games where I just wanted to put down the controller and be like, man, just forget it for now. Take a break. But I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and I had Handanovic in goal there, so maybe that was the issue. I don't know. He played pretty poorly, I gotta say, but I went ahead and went into the Movember Cup again because we haven't won it yet. So I gotta have every cup that comes out, right? That's the point of tournament tested. So I made adjustments to the team, as you guys can see here. We got Nasri in the middle there as our cam rather than Juan Mata. He's got a better passing stat, so I figured let's give him a shot. Got Balotelli instead of Torres. And I think we also made changes to the defense there. So we made a couple of adjustments. We've come up against a nice 3-5-2 team here. He's got Muriel up there. We've had a similar team to this guy once, but we played very well this game. I definitely wanted to make up for the loss, and unfortunately, Ben Arfa does not put in the volley there, but Balotelli, a nice fake shot to get it on his dominant right foot and puts it in for us to give us the early 12-minute goal, and we take the 1-0 lead here. Nice goal by Balotelli, brilliant little goal. And we continued on the right foot here with Balotelli. A nice through ball by Nasri, and Balotelli's going to go top right corner, absolutely blast the ball past the keeper. No chance he was going to save that. So we're going to take a 2-0 lead before the half. Eventually here in the second half, we do a nice job, still playing great defense, and we're going to build up the play with Nasri. A beautiful ball again, but unlucky to finish the first time. Batu's going to go ahead and clean things up with a nice rebounded goal there, and he puts it in for us. Balotelli one more time. A nice through ball to Batu. Batu does a great job, shakes off the defender with a roulette, puts it into the net for us, and we're going to go ahead and walk away with this one 4-0. A very dominant game there. As you guys can see, he had a lot of shots on target, but most of them were not really anything that were going to go in, so we played very, very good defense, and we're going to go ahead and win the starting 16 with a 4-0 victory. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the quarterfinals here. Same team, not going to make any adjustments. It seemed to play much better with Nasri there instead of Juan Mata and Balotelli instead of Torres. Nothing against those two players, though. They play great on other teams. It just didn't fit this team. So we come up against another 4-4-2 BPL side. He's got Sisse up there, Colocini in the back. Pretty nice little BPL squad. Nothing crazy. He's got Jarvis on the left there, pretty pacey. But again, anytime you come up against a 4-4-2, this is one thing they will do against you. You guys are going to see Jarvis here pace down the wings, and I cannot keep up with him. He just absolutely blazes past by me and crosses this one. And of course, in the 8th minute, he goes and gets the first goal as a header. One more time, he's going to go ahead and do a nice through ball right to Sisse, who's going to put it in for him. And a second goal in the 13th minute. Things are not looking good for us whatsoever. He was just killing me on the counter every single time. You guys are going to see here, have trouble passing the ball against him. And again, we're going to try to play some good defense, try to get the ball away, but the ball's going to land right to Sisse, who's going to put it in for him one more time. In the 33rd minute, this man already has a hat trick, and at this point, I was like, oh my god, I just need to stop playing FIFA today. What is going on? I need to just take a break. But eventually, we do get the ball to Balotelli, who's going to do some great little work here. A nice McGeady spin. And cuts in, puts it in with his left foot, his weak foot. So we get one goal back in the 44th minute here, and now it's 3-1. But in the 45th minute, we go ahead and get the ball to Ben Arfa here as he gets some space and blasts this one right past his keeper. And now we're at 3-2, so at least we got 2 goals before the half. And I knew I had so many shots on target, so I knew I should not have been losing this game. It was one of those games where I knew I could come back, and I kept playing as hard as I could. And no matter what I did, I just could not get a break as the ball's going to get finesse shot right into the back of the net, and now he's up 4-2. So I was just clawing and fighting my way through this game, trying to get back in, trying to win it, trying to do whatever possible. And finally, we can get lucky here as we keep possession. Find Ben Arfa, who's going to get just a little bit of space, and again, we blast it this time with his weak foot. And he puts it into the back of the net for us, so we get a third goal. 4-3. Now the 90th minute is approaching. You guys, we started this episode with a 90th minute goal loss, and this time we're going to be as cool as the other side of the pillow as we pass the ball, try to find an opening, trying to keep possession. Patu makes a nice little run, and he's going to slot it in for us for the 90th minute draw. So we're going to go into extra time, and of course, he's going to score first on a corner as this one just goes right above my keeper, and I'm like, oh my god, just give me a break, man. I've been fighting this whole game to get back into it. I need to do whatever possible to win this. There's no way I can lose all this clawing and itching through the comeback. But we go with a cheap little play here as we go with a long over-the-top through ball to Balotelli, who's going to put it in near post, and we get a 5-5 equalizer. Eventually, we do end up passing the ball again to Balotelli, splits two defenders, and boom! And finally, we take the lead all game. We've been fighting and fighting, and we end up winning a very offensive quarterfinals match, 6-5. I need to make adjustments. You guys see 20 shots on target. 20 shots on target, and I was trailing the whole game. It was just, very frustrating. So we did get the win, so I'm really happy. A very, very tough, although very fun game, I must admit. Lots of goals scored. And that's going to be this episode of the Movember Tournament Tested. So, guys, check me out for another video later today to finish off this tournament, see if we win it or not. And I'll catch you guys later. So, thank you for tuning in. Sorry this was a little bit of a longer video, so whoever stayed for the whole time, I do appreciate it. You guys all have a good one. Have a good Thanksgiving. Eat a lot, all that good stuff, and take care. Peace.